This is a pitiful critter.
You should have seen him when he fell over.
Oh.
He was loafing, and normally he loafs straight, like a bread loaf.
Yeah.
But his head was like over here, and his tail was like all over, and then he just kind of rolled.
Oh, buddy. Poor guy. Poor fella. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Monday. Kepler is currently under the effects of gabapentin, which is why he is so out of it. And that's because we have a vet checkup today. Just a normal checkup just to see how he's doing, how everything's going. Gave him just a little gabapentin last night, and then we gave him his full dose a little bit ago. He needs to have it about 3 hours before we drive. And so he had it probably 2.5 hours ago. So he's really feeling it. One of the unusual things, though, that has never happened with him on the gabapentin before is that he puked and pooped onto the floor, which he's never done before. So he must have been really feeling it in a strong way. Conveniently, he did it in his bathroom. So I think probably what happened is he probably had to go to the bathroom, and then he went to go into the bathroom, and his litter box is in the bathtub. My suspicion is that he wanted to get up in there, but he was too woozy to get up in there, so he probably threw up, and then he still needed to go to the bathroom, so he pooped on the floor. So very easy cleanup, but I feel bad that it happened. I mean, one of the reasons we give him gabapentin, in addition to like calming him down, is so that he like won't do those sorts of things. So it's kind of bad that it happened. But I do want to say before he even goes to the vet that like Kep has been doing really well. Everything for the past, 6-12 months. I don't remember the last time we were at the vet, but yeah. Like it's been going really well. He hasn't had any issues. The thing that we try to avoid is, him puking at all. And he hasn't puked at all. Like he's on very specific food and he's on very specific meds, and everything's been going great, honestly. He hasn't changed any at home. His temperament and everything is the same. Like he's been doing really well. So don't get too worried about the effects of him under these drugs. Things have been going good. Obviously, we want to see what the vet will say, which is why we're going to the vet today. But, from my perspective, everything's been going really, really well at home. But I just feel bad that the drugs have affected him so much. It'll make the car ride here and back easier, and it'll make his appointment easier because he's so out of it. So hopefully he won't get too anxious about things as a result. But we'll be leaving here shortly, and then we'll see what the vet says. Hey, buddy, you did good. You did a good job. You ready to go home?
Yeah, he's ready to go home.
He's ready to go home. Well, he's home, and he just wants to rest here. He wanted up on the bed, but he couldn't jump up here. So we took a clothes basket and set it upside down. So hopefully whenever it's time for him when he wants to get down, he'll have an easier time. Because otherwise I'm pretty sure he would just kind of fumble. Hey, bud. You just rest. So that was actually my first time meeting our vet, which it kind of feels wild, but
he's been like 4 times since we lived here.
He's been quite a few times, and Mal has talked very highly of the vet. I have never met our vet, and that's because the vet up until very recently had a policy where only one person could go in, and they just changed it where 2 people could go in. So today we both got to go in, and yeah, Mal is right. It's an extremely good vet. I've had good vets in the past. Like I've had vets that were very...
we liked Kepler's past vets.
Yeah, like we've had vets that were like very kind and caring, and like honest to God, like every vet we've ever had seems terrible in comparison to the 30 minutes that I saw of this vet. I was like, holy crap, this person is like
He's really good.
Extremely knowledgeable. The level of like bedside manner for the cat is wild. Like,
also his knowledge base seems very, I don't know, well-rounded. Like,
yeah,
because Kepler's on a medicine for his gastro issues, for his triaditis.
yeah,
And he can't be on a steroid, which is the normal treatment plan for that, because of his heart.
yeah,
So he's just like throwing medicines out. He's like, all right, well, we got this on the table in case we need it, because he's lost 3/4 pound. So like a steroid would be good, but like with his heart, I'm concerned. But like we do have this in case, and I know he's on the Serenia. Maybe we need to figure out like a lower dose, or like a back and forth, or like an every other day thing. And like he's really thinking. Like it's really neat.
yeah. I see why you liked him so much.
Yeah.
Like, he's very good. Anyway, so they did some blood work today. They're gonna have to send it off, and we won't know for some amount of time about that.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, but we have to wait on that. Otherwise, just checking over Kepler, he's doing well. He has lost a little weight since the beginning of the year, but I can probably get that back. I can probably get him to eat a little extra food. Not today, because he's just going to be out of it, but I think I could probably get him to eat just a little bit more, and that wouldn't be too difficult. He still has an issue taking his pill, and we talked about that with the vet. Like, is there an easier way to get him to take this pill? And the vet's like, no. Because we've tried everything. We've tried all the different things, and we were wondering if it could be compounded so it would taste different. And the vet was like, no, not this specific medicine. So what we've been doing, which has been crushing up dry food and then just putting the pill in with it so he'll eat it, that has been working. There's times where it doesn't work the first time. So then he just, like on his next meal, he gets the same thing again with the pill in it to try and get him to eat it. And like eventually it works. So he's like, if that's working, just do that. So anyway, good. It is now almost 5:30 p.m. And there's still some things to do because Extra Life is quick approaching. There are 12 days remaining until Extra Life, and it's starting to get to the point where like every day before Extra Life is going to matter. So one of the things that we had said that we would do before Extra Life, we'd do one more of, is mail. So we are going to be recording a mail video tonight. So I went to the P.O. Box today, actually, just to make sure that we had every possible thing we could get, and we're going to record mail tonight, so that's done. And then I won't think about it again until well after Extra Life, but at least it'll get done. So we're going to try and focus on that tonight. Dinner tonight is a big old pot of spaghetti. I cooked up some spaghetti, and very specifically, there is venison in here, and that is from when Lindsay...
Nicole and Lindsay?
When Lindsay and Nicole were here, May?
Around when Chaz was?
It was around when Chaz was here. It was either April or May, maybe March. March, April, or May. I don't know, like pre-summer. Lindsay had brought us several things. She brought us the Kringle. She brought us some cheese. There's actually still some cheese in the freezer. And she brought us...
Nicole brought the venison.
Nicole brought some venison. So it's been sitting in the freezer, and we haven't done anything with it. And as Extra Life gets closer, we're trying to get rid of some stuff in the freezer. And I was like, all right, spaghetti. Venison spaghetti. I've never had that, but should work just fine. Looks good. So we ate the spaghetti, and then after eating the spaghetti, Mal was just not feeling up to doing mail, which is fine. I mean, Mal dictates what we're gonna do based on, how she's feeling, since she's the one recovering. So after that, I did my physical therapy exercises because I hadn't done them today. And man, those wore me out. Like when I was done with them, I found it difficult just to stand. And there's probably some reasons for that. Like I didn't sleep super well last night. I've been hurting a little bit every day from having done the exercises. It's one of those things that I kind of felt like this whenever I had started doing exercises, like back in December after I got the Apple Watch. There's like a brief period where it was like harder to do things for like a few days or a week or something, and then it started to get easier. And I feel like I'm kind of in that. But also, I did my exercises after eating spaghetti, which probably isn't going to help. So, with all of that in mind, I think I'm just going to end the vlog and try to get some sleep. The real issue is Kep is, he actually has been asleep. This is the first time he's like little head lifted up. He had been on the guest room bed, and then he came out here and walked, and he looked up at me. I tried to give him some food, and he would not eat it. So I just sat back down on the couch and put him on my lap. And he's been asleep up until this second. So maybe I can get him to eat, because he basically hasn't eaten anything all day. I mean, he had some food this morning, but he puked after he had the gabapentin. So he doesn't have anything in his stomach. But he has to be awake enough to want to eat, and he hasn't been there yet. So I want to go to bed, but I really would like it if he ate first. But
he seems a lot more with it.
Yeah, that's true. Hi, bud. Maybe we'll try eating again. That'd be good, huh? So tired. So tired. All right, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see what Kepler's blood work is like once we get the results of that, but otherwise he did good at the vet today. Just need the gabapentin to get out of his system so he can get back to normal and we can get some food in him. Let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?